This was the immediate outcome for which Belize was rated a low level of effectiveness.
How worrisome of an assessment is this to NAMLAC? It doesn't speak well to perhaps what is or should be one of the most important aspects of your operations or mandate.
To put things into context, I think that in looking at how we performed in the different immediate outcomes, we also did an analysis globally of how other countries perform in the different immediate outcomes. So we can see that immediate outcome 7 generally, which looks at how money laundering and money laundering is investigated and prosecuted, is one of the areas that countries have challenges with. So globally, we have about 92% of countries achieving either low or moderate levels of effectiveness in this area. So I don't necessarily think that this puts Belize in some sort of, shines badly on Belize any at all, because we have fared this way in this particular immediate outcome. I think it does recognize that this is a challenge globally for countries, and so this is one of the areas that, in terms of moving forward in the 5th round assessment, the FATF is looking at how it can strengthen their requirements on countries and what needs to be changed within the framework to address this. So this is an acknowledgement globally that countries need to improve their performance here.
Can the head table then say how many investigations were launched, how many of them were concluded, and how many are still ongoing, and if that data was reviewed as a part of the assessment period? So if there's a figure that can be provided for this assessment period?
Yes, so I can't tell you off the top of my head what those figures are, but they are thoroughly enumerated in the report, because all of that information would have had to be presented. What I can say is that the report looks specifically at the number of money laundering investigations, so it does focus on that. So you would see, I think, maybe about 22, it talks about 22 different money laundering investigations, but what it does factor into as well are also investigations into financial crimes. So we're looking at investigations into fraud, into theft, into obtaining property by deception, and other sorts of investigations, so that number is even greater.